Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your lead Scentsy consultant, where all of the bars that we're going to discuss today will be available January the 1st, 2023 for the Bring Back My Bar for the entire month. You can club them, you can stock up on them in the entire month, but as soon as February 1st rolls around, they will disappear again. So let's get started on the 10 bars that I have not done a warm review on yet, and I wanted to do a ranking of all the 25, which is very difficult from top to bottom, and of course this is my personal consideration and taste and also performance that I'm taking into how these are going to all shake out. And also I just wanted to let you guys know how I review, because people are always kind of shocked that I get things out so fast. I typically, on a normal day in my house, when I'm just melting whatever I want to melt, I have like 5 scents going at a time. I've got one in the basement, one in my bedroom, 3 of them in my main area. So if you do the math on that, plus I can throw one in each of my kids' rooms, I can get these knocked out pretty quick because I am very much a little bit of everything kind of a melter anyway, and that's how I'm used to evaluating for my weekly what I've been warmings and whatnot. If you're looking for not a shoot from the hip emotional reaction kind of a review and you want more in depth, there are so many other wonderful YouTubers out there. Just this morning, I noticed that Amy at Amy Scents and Songs is going to be doing 2 a day in a long, in-depth, thoughtful kind of a way. And there are so many great people out there now, you guys, that you can synthesize my opinions and so many others and have some really, really good informed views going into your purchasing for January. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So we're going to start with the 10 warm reviews, and then it was really difficult and kind of fun to try to rank these, and this was such a good batch that most of them, if I was starting with a blank slate, I'd club most of them, but I'm not. I've got too many things in my club. Anyway, so let's get into the warm reviews. So let's just randomly pull one of the bars that I wanted to start with. Now this one, which is Apple Press. This is a bar that is kind of a classic that comes back from time to time in Scentsy Bring Back My Bars. And there are a few of them in this second half. The first half, those first 15 that I reviewed for you, except for maybe like Quiver, most of those were like new. We haven't had them before, or it's been a long time. Anyway, back to Apple Press. I know that I like this one. This is a solid scent, but this particular bar, much better than the last one that I got from Bring Back My Bar, which is probably old. This bar reminded me how much I love this scent. Oh, Apple Press is elegant apple. If you remember a peeling apple that was like really floral, we have Johnny Appleseed here to compare in a minute. But let's see what Scentsy says, then I'll tell you how I feel about the actual scent notes in this. So we have Apple Press. The smell of crisp fall days, crunchy apples, juicy pears, and just a hint of the last roses of summer. And it's that pear and rose combination. If you get all the notes, like I said, the last couple bars of this I've had, I'm like, I'll just stick with Johnny because I'm not getting what I should be getting. This bar renewed my hope in this. So you get the apple mixed with the pear, and then you get that rose. Just enough, like it's not too much. And it's complex, beautiful apple. I think Johnny Appleseed is more hard-hitting, maybe better as a mixer, and I'll open this. And this one's always available in the catalog. Yeah, see, Johnny is just more like Mac apple. It doesn't have the complexity and the gentleness of Apple Press. So now I really had a hard time with the ranking on it, especially I almost moved it up when I remelted this. You've got to melt everything. Like you can think that you remember it, you can think that you like it, you can think you dislike it. You've got to melt things to know for sure. Apple Press might go back in my club. Anyway, all right, let's go to another one. Now this scent I feel is sort of at a disadvantage for melting and reviewing this time of the year, and that is Coconut Palm. Now I've heard through the grapevine for years that this is Scentsy's best coconut scent. My problem with it is I just want bakery coconut. I want clouds of coconut cream pie. Scentsy, if you're listening, someday please do us a favor and give us a bakery all coconut bar. This is another suntan coconut bar, and it's coconut and patchouli. Let's see. Nope, that's coconut pumpkin pie. Coconut palm. A blend of tropical coconut and musky patchouli with subtle green notes. Yes, it's all that. I threw this one into my Florida room. I'm having trouble with it probably because it's cold outside and there's snow. Is it a good bar? I'm not sure. Do I love it? I'm not sure. What I'm probably gonna do with this one, well, I'll tell you at the end, but I think I have a strategy for dealing with this because right now it's not appealing, it's kind of waxy, and I pulled my kukui and coconut so that I could kind of sniff and see the differences. Kukui and coconut's not by any means an all coconut bar, which the coconut palm really is, but it's warm and summery and suntanny and like really appealing. Whereas at least at the moment, the coconut palm, not so much, but I'm kind of afraid to really overly review this until the weather is hot. So that's kind of a dilemma for me with this bar. All right, let's go to one that's not difficult to review, and that is Pima Cotton. Okay, this bar, I like the laundry notes in it. But as usual, the laundry notes don't really like me. I put it in the basement knowing that maybe it was gonna bother me. It didn't give me a headache, but it made me dizzy. And now it's kind of, now it's coming up through the vents and I can smell it over all the green ones I'm melting up here. So Pima Cotton, if you can do laundry, I love the scent of this. It's just one of those things with me. So I've got the testers of Clothesline and Clean Breeze. Yeah, it's very similar to Clean Breeze and Clothesline, which I can't even have in my house. Yeah, and Clothesline is the strongest. Pima Cotton is not even as strong to me as Clothesline. It's beautiful. I just wish I could do these kind of smells better. Let's see what we've got down here. Scentsy's says that Pima Cotton is a light, clean blend of lilies, freesia, and jasmine. And yes, it is, but there must be some sort of laundry cotton note. And I do cotton better than I do linen. Like most of the time the linen smells like immediately. I can't do them. So I'll probably do this like half a cube at a time in my laundry room and enjoy it. I just cannot hang out in there. Okay, so next one. How about Flirtatious? Now, Flirtatious is a beautiful scent. It's a scent that's been around the block. We've had it many times in Bring Back My Bar. Fruity and vibrant, a combination of green apple, grapefruit, and white amber. It's so pretty. But it's okay for me, partly because I'm not really into girly, fruity, floral scents, and it's very light. Like I'm reviewing it in the bathroom to make sure that I get enough scent, and I know that. So if you want to baby your scents and you love this type of profile, it's so pretty. It's just kind of a womp for me because I know I'm not going to get a lot out of it. All right, now the next one, Melon Apple Granita. This is a strong bar and it's a very sweet bar. And again, this one gets voted back a lot. Now, do I like it? Yes. It's just not my kind of smell. So if you love melon, if you love fresh, fruity, almost like it's got a refreshing quality with the melon, like the middle of the summertime, you're eating an ice pop or you have granita, which of course it's like a slushie that you freeze and then you take a fork and you rough it up so that it becomes these crumbles, almost like a snow cone. Anyway, melon and apple granita, crisp apple, sweet melon, surged with sparkling citrus. It's gorgeous. It's just not really my kind of smell, so I probably won't get more. If I get more, it'll only be one. It would only be because I know I'll want it one day in July or August. But it's gorgeous, very nice, and I see why people vote it back. All right, what's next? Oh, okay, now we have a fresh bar and then we have all these green bars. So Mediterranean Spa was very good. I knew my family was going to go crazy for it. And it's definitely like mineral quality fresh. Let's see what Scentsy's says about this. I don't think they say a lot about this. It's one of those vague descriptions from what I remember the other day. Mediterranean Spa, relax with this smooth, fresh, and breezy scent. Yes. So put it in my older daughter's room because she was all excited about it. It's very nice. It has one note that I'm not loving. I like it. I'm happy to melt it, but if it's only up to me, I probably won't club this. It depends on how much the other people in the family want some. It kind of reminds me of one of the bars from our vitamin collection last February, but I liked that one a little better. And it does remind me of Glacier Water, which I think you can still throw in club. I'm not sure if this one's rolled over yet, but I like Glacier Water better because this has bergamot and lavender, and I love lavender fresh scents. That I can always do. They don't bother me, and I really enjoy them. So if I was gonna pick between these two, I'd take the Glacier Water, but the Mediterranean Spa is very nice, throws well. It's a good, solid mineral spa scent, and if you like those, you'll love this. Okay, now the 4 green bars. Cucumber lime. Very hard hitting and strong. That's what I'll say about this. It's cucumber and lime, and let's see what else we got in here. I think it's all the way up at the top. Yep. Tangy lime, handful of greens, leafy mint, and cucumbers. Yes, yes, and yes. If you want a scent that's almost on par with coconut lemongrass for probably freshening up your house, cucumber lime is your bar. Very, very good. Maybe not my favorite of all of the green smells, and I have a couple other things in my club that I like better. If I didn't have any of those other green bars, would I club that? Probably, because I want like 1 green and fresh, but I feel like these other 3 just blew that away for me personally. So we have the beautiful green tea smoothie. I loved this. I did it first in my bedroom, and then I did it out here. It's probably a medium to small space bar because it got kind of lost in my front room. But you guys, the notes in this were so good. Green tea, ginger, peach, nectarine, and cranberry. I loved it. I could almost do this as a holiday fresh scent because of the cranberry and the ginger, and I love those notes. And you usually don't get those with fresh. So this one's going in my club. This is so good. I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So then another one, this one really surprised me. This is Hair Blossom and Cucumber. On cold, I'm just like, yeah, it smells like, 90s Bath and Body Works. It's so much better than that. And this is why you have to melt everything, because you just don't know. Cold sniffs are good, but they can be very misleading. Pear Blossom and Cucumber. It is the blooming beauty of spring, a resplendent garden nourished with delicate pear blossom, rain-kissed jasmine, honeydew, and Meyer lemon with cucumber water. Yes, it's all there. I actually put a couple cubes into my all through the night warmer because I knew that one would really give me all the scent. It's a very good warmer. This is so nice. Oh, to club or not to club, to stock up to club, I don't know. It's difficult. This is so difficult. So many of these are amazing. So this one definitely exceeded my expectations for sure. And then there was the one where if you were watching the cold sniff reviews, and please know you guys, my husband and I have worked together in churches and different places over the years, and we kind of have a way of relating that I hope you all understand. When he's talking, I try very hard to be quiet and to be really respectful because he really doesn't like it when I get into his stories. Like, he wants it separate so he can just kind of have his space. He comes on the channel and it's such a delight to me, and I'm so grateful to him. But I guess with every married couple, people are going to see us differently from different angles, but just know that I love and treasure that man. And when he comes on the channel, that he's a talker too, so sometimes you got to kind of keep him on track, but it is so special to me, and I treasure every moment with him. And I thank you all for just getting into it and really having a good time with us when we make those videos. Anyway, back to Flower Shop. So this particular bar, I said wow when it was cold sniffs. I still say wow. This is so good, you guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know how much I'm going to melt this. That's my only dilemma with it. It's one of those bars that you're gonna crave, but you're not gonna melt it a lot. But it is roses, ferns, baby's breath, florist cooler, gorgeous, perfect. Brings me back to when my husband, when we were first dating, and even one time he was 6 years older than me. I was in a Christian high school where you're like not supposed to date, blah, 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 this and that, everything else. He sends me this bouquet of yellow roses, and it caused this whole stir in the school. Like, we were barely starting to date because he was so much older than me. It reminds me of those bouquets that he sent me when we were first married. And so this one, it kind of tugs at my heartstrings and brings me back. It is powerful, it's fresh, but it's not too much. Kind of like fresh cut daisies can be like, whoa, that's a lot of bar, but it's so good. This isn't quite as strong as that, but I think this is one of the standouts of this round that I was not expecting. It was excellent. And I know that the description is just walking into a florist shop, so we don't need to search for that. And then as far as all these green bars, what do I have that might be kind of similar? None of them are as sweet as Cocoa Lime, because this is like my standard favorite green bar. This is in my club right now. If for whatever reason Scentsy was crazy and they pulled this from the spring summer catalog, this is safely in my club, never coming out. But the one that might be on my bubble is the Bamboo Yuzu. Probably not. Oh, this is gonna be a hard decision. This was from the Bring Back My Bar last year. It's a good performer. It's a sweet green bar. I prefer either flowery green or sweet green to freshen green. So this one is a winner for me, and it's kind of like the green tea smoothie, but the green tea smoothie has a freshness and a spa with, I don't know, that is an exceptional bar, that green tea smoothie, but none of them are really like the green ones that I already have in my club, which is a problem. Okay, so what else do I have here that I have forgotten? I think those are all of the ones that I needed to review. Let's move on to my checklist. So, starting at the bottom of the list, and this is not because this bar is bad, this is just because personal preference, I just don't like it. I gotta gather everybody into the fold here. Would, of course, be Peppermint Rush. I just don't care for it. If you love really fresh peppermint scents, it's totally your bar. It's a great performer. I just don't like it. So, you know, that's all on me, but it's just one that I didn't care for. My next one, which was only because my body didn't react well to it, was Pima Cotton. And this one, if you love laundry, I think the scent is wonderful. I think it's just enough different than Clothesline especially. Like, it's a little bit different. That if that kind of scent is your jam, get yourself some Pima Cotton. It's a great performer. So both of those were incredibly strong. Next are two where it's not that they're bad, it's that I'm conflicted about them. And those would be the Cucumber Lime and the Coconut Palm. So neither of them are like, wow, I really want to club them. But I'm also wondering if warm weather will help me to want more of it. So the Coconut Palm specifically, the way that my quarterly club goes, I skip January's. We will get our new catalog in March. So the month of February, I'll be able to edit my clubs with no pressure and figure out what I do or do not want. I may throw Coconut Palm into my quarterly just to get one for the spring and see if I have a whole different view on it in warm weather. I don't know. It's one of those that's only going to come around once in a million years, and I'm kind of scared to just totally let it go without giving it a shot in the summer. Cucumber Lime is another one where I just told you I didn't love the profile. I'm probably not going to club this, but I should get a couple of bars because I bet you also in the summer that will be more appealing to me. They're good bars. They aren't like making me happy right now. All right, now the next two, it's more just because they come back all the time and I'm not a spring summer girl. Those would be my number 21 and 20. Flirtatious and Melon Apple Granita. It's not that they're bad bars. It's that we've had them before, we'll probably get them again, and the Melon Apple Granita is a great performer, but I just don't think I personally need more of these. So now we're down into trouble territory. If I was starting a club today and I had nothing in it, from number 19 all the way to number 1, I like them enough that if I didn't have to deal with a club that's just too big already, I like all of these. So I'm just kind of nitpicking at this point with levels of performance or a note that maybe isn't my absolute favorite as far as things that aren't perfect, but they're all really good. So the last couple are 19 and 18. I've got fried ice cream and coconut pumpkin pie. I just find that both of these, they lack that extra special, perfect, like that's a club bar kind of a factor. The coconut pumpkin pie, again though, I'm kind of hesitant because I'm sure August, September, I'm really gonna want some of this. So do I put it in my club? Or do I just get a few? I'll probably just get a few of this. It has one note that's a little waxy when I warm it that makes me slightly nervous about it. Then we have the fried ice cream, which I think is a little bit more solid scent profile. I just don't know if I want cinnamon and cornflakes and caramel. I don't know. Whoops. I'm gonna have to melt this one again, and probably by the end of the month, I'll know for sure whether I wanna club this or not. Right now, it's in the no pile, but that could change. It's a very intriguing bar. Okay, so then I've got for number 17 and 16, Perk Me Up and Hazelnut Latte. I'm having trouble with Which one I like a little bit better? The Perk Me Up is definitely more coffee. And if you're just looking for a solid coffee scent that's not super strong, but also not super long lasting, I honestly think this is a very good bar. I'm probably just gonna get a few of them because coffee isn't like the thing that I've gotta have. Now the hazelnut latte, I need to melt this again based on, I thought the performance was not that great. I'm gonna try it in maybe my Florida room. Because the smell is so good. It's creamy, it's nutty, it's lovely. I want it to last longer. So somebody said those just need to cure. Again, I'm conflicted. What do? Do I get a couple? And then of course, after they've cured, I'll kick myself in the fall because I want more. That's how these like middle of the road bars that you're not sure about go, because sometimes they get much better with age and then you're really mad because you missed out. All right, what do I have next here? Pear Blossom and Cucumber. It's coming in at number 15, not because it's not lovely. It's coming in for me at number 15 because I don't think I'll melt it a ton. So I just talked about how gorgeous this was. The complexity of this green scent is outstanding, and I'll probably get, I don't know, 3 or 4 of these. Absolutely beautiful smell, you guys. Great for spring. I think this would be an amazing spring bar. If anybody knows when this was either an LTO or a catalog bar, please let me know because I know nothing about this particular bar. All right, next on my list, Mediterranean Spa. Now, I actually like Pear Blossom and Cucumber better, but I'm trying to incorporate my family's preferences. Most of them love this. So this is at number 14, probably because we'll get a stack or club it for a little bit for the family. Very mineral fresh spa, very nice. Okay, the next one is Vanilla Cream. Now, the only reason this one is not as high up on my list, where did it go, is because I already have Simply Vanilla in my club and it's the best vanilla bar ever. But this one, I will definitely be getting a few of to supplement my Simply Vanilla. It's a rich, beautiful vanilla, and if you don't have Simply Vanilla in your club, this has a lot of that. It's just thicker and a little bit more buttercreamy. It's not all the way to vanilla bean buttercream. It's kind of in the middle. It's very good, and it's one of those where, I don't know, on the last day of January, I might just throw it in because I'm getting nervous that I'll want it later. Okay, now we are down to the last one before Absolute Yes, I'm clubbing it. And that is Quiver. Quiver performed a whole lot better for me than I was hoping as far as I really liked it. This is a strong bar. First you get the tuberose and the musk, and then later you get the vanilla. If I liked this in my open spaces, I'd club it, but I know for me this will be a bedroom or a smaller space bar and it's quite strong, so I'm not gonna need a lot of it. This isn't not like it could be clubbed if you like it. I just know I won't, it shouldn't take up a space for me because I won't go through enough of it. A very, very good bar though, you guys. Try this. It's definitely worth trying. So now we get down to, it was supposed to be top 10. It had to be top 11 after I threw Apple Press into a warmer. All of these are getting clubbed for at least a little while. Apple Press just blew me out of the water this morning. This particular bar is phenomenal. Beautiful apple scent, you guys. Very complex, very rounded, very like appealing, like any time of the year. Fabulous. All right, and then from here on out, I'll just be saying all the superlatives. These are like the best bars. And we have Crumb Top. Oh, is this good, you guys? All of these from 10 to number 1, they're all great. I had the hardest time ranking them. This is gooey, not really gooey, it's more like crummy, rich, buttery, streusely perfection. If you love sugar cookie, you've got to try Crumb Top. This is amazing. Can't wait to mix it, can't wait to warm it. Actually, I wish I could get a brick of this like I do sugar cookie and just saturate the house with beautiful crumbly bakery perfection. All right, now the next one is going to be Flower Shop. Why did that come in front of Crumb Top? It just got so hard, I'm not exactly sure, but the wow factor and the surprise for me with Flower Shop was incredible. I love it, it's fantastic, and I know my family's going to love this too. Whereas I don't know how popular Crumb Top will be with the rest of them. So this, definitely going in my club, probably my quarterly because I won't go through tons of it, but it's staying for a while. And the next one for Mama, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I think I dropped Green Tea Smoothie. Did I? Oh, it wouldn't be, nope, it's right here in front of me, too many green bars. Okay, Green Tea Smoothie. This is probably just for me. I'm not sure how much everybody else is gonna love it. This might be like my favorite green bar ever, you guys. The ginger and the cranberry and the tea, and I love tea, and the freshness of this. Oh, it's good. This is probably gonna go in the bi-monthly. I'm gonna melt this a lot. Very nice. I don't think it lasts a long time, but I don't care. So good. All right, next one at number 7, and that got so hard, the top 6, I jockeyed these around and crossed out names for a while. Okay, Woodland Suede. This bar is so nice. The longevity wasn't awesome for me. I hope other people have gotten more out of it. Oh, it's good, you guys. So it's masculine and warm and rich, but it's not cologne-y as much as it's woodsy, and I love woodsy. You guys know that. I really, really miss Cozy Cabin. This is a decent substitute. It's gonna go in, I think it's either gonna go in the club or I'm going to get a stack. The only reason that I've got it as high as I have it on my list, but maybe not club it, is because this is not one I'm going to go through tons of either. But the scent appeal is phenomenal. So good. Okay, next, let's have a sip of coffee here. Next, these top 6. I was so happy. Coming in at number 6 was Cranberry Muffin. This is so good. And I had such a hard time separating these top 6 bars, you guys. Oh, it's just happiness. And my mom would make the cranberry nut bread from the back of the Ocean Spray package when I was a kid. Oh man, and she'll do it sometimes still, but this is so good. It's just so good. It is a wonderful, comforting holiday bakery bar. That's all I can say about it. Makes me happy. All right, the next one, and I argued with myself about ranking this one higher too. Autumn Stroll. Wow, intriguing. Only reason it didn't make my top 3 is it's a medium performer, or at least until it cures. It's not quite as room-filling as I would like, but the scent is amazing. The leaves and the dusky plum and the incense and the, oh my gosh, so good. And you know, I have an autumn kind of a soul. I love warm, rich, and spicy. It's like my favorite. So this was amazing. All right, number 4. And again, this was difficult to rank. Where'd it go? Was my wonderful, happy Grandma Oatmeal Rum Raisin Cookie Bakery Bar. This is just a happy smell. It just makes my home smell happy. Oh, it's so good, you guys. Quarterly or bi-monthly? That's my debate. Probably bi-monthly so that I don't run out. Raisins and rum and cloves and oatmeal and oh, and this is an old bar that I missed. It's just an emotional connection to happiness. Why was it number 4? It's because the other 3 were either like the one that I've been voting back for forever, or their performance level plus nostalgia just pushed it to the front. So my top 3 this time around are these guys. Number 3, best performer of the group for me, hands down, Sticky Cinnamon Bun. I knew this was good. I was so happy to see it in the President Dan Orchard's picks. It's better when you warm it. It smells okay in the clam, like it'll be kind of boring. It's so good. And the cinnamon lasts for, like for me, it lasted for 3 days. I kept this in my kitchen because I liked it so much. I didn't change the wax in there until it died. This bar, and it's all year round too. That's why this one beat out Rum Raisin Cookie by a hair. I think Rum Raisin Cookie will be more fall winter for me. Sticky Cinnamon Bun will go in my house any time of the year when I am craving bakery. It's fantastic. Oh, so now we got 2 left. Number 2, because of the nostalgia factor, is Spiced Berries. It's a good performer. It's such a Christmassy scent. It brings me back. It reminds me of the story of the 3 wise men. It's just, I don't know, it's one of those bars that has a nostalgic connection and it's a fabulous performer. So that one is number 2. And then number 1, and I have to say that now that I have Maple Apple Bourbon, this is number 1 because I've wanted it to come back so much, but it was slightly less unique than I remembered it being because they created Maple Apple Bourbon a few years later. So this Autumn Blaze Maple, it's lighter, it's definitely more fall, whereas Maple Apple Bourbon's more like fall winter. This is going in my club, it's not coming out, I love it. It also has a little bit of apple s'mores personality, but I was very shocked at how much it smells like maple apple bourbon. So if you love maple apple bourbon, get yourself some Autumn Blaze Maple. And I guess for me, my problem is going to be, do I need to club both of them at the end of the season? Probably, because I love maple apple bourbon. Or do I just keep the Autumn Blaze Maple in my club and gamble on the other one? Anyway, this did not disappoint. It was as good as I remember, only that I'm glad Scentsy produced more things in this profile. I love apples and maple and wood. Like, it just, you can give me that all day long. So Autumn Blaze Maple is my number one. And this round, if we top this round in another Bring Back My Bar down the road, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I bet 10 or 11 of these are going in my club. Oh, but February is when I can evaluate. I can stick all the ones from the January Bring Back My Bar in, because I don't have a shipment in February, thank God. And I can evaluate everything and then figure out which ones are coming back for spring, summer, and March, pull what's coming back, and then come to the very difficult decisions. So we'll have a very tearjerker, bring your hankies kind of a club edit in February. Anyway, this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. I hope you guys love your Bring Back My Bars. Have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye.